Welcome to our creepy cellar. What we're going to be working on today is trying to make this a little less creepy. So when we bought this house, this door is gross. It's rotting out at the bottom, and I don't know if the camera really does it justice. It's furry. We can't be having that. So we actually picked up a door thrifting with some glass that will actually let some light in. This space, it's dark, but it's a cellar. It's supposed to be useful storage space, kind of a space to put the tools and have some organization. It's currently not that, so we're going to be fixing it up. First things first is getting more light in here. Second thing is getting rid of some junk. Third thing, creating spaces for organization and just making the space work for us. So let's go ahead and get into this door. It should be pretty easy, but I do have to cut the door down. I have to double check the measurement, but I believe we need to cut 4 inches out of this door. If it is 4 inches, game plan, 2 inches out of the top, 2 inches out of the bottom. It shouldn't be noticeable. If I need to, I can add an extra metal strap to tighten up the door and keep everything together. We'll see how it fits when we get there though. So now we have a nice clean cut, a nice line that we can pull off, and we don't have chip out.
It fits. Matthew is inside measuring where the hinges need to go.
I can officially say we have a door. It ended up being pretty straightforward. It looks phenomenal. Again, it hasn't been made pretty yet. That's Skylar's job. But for phase 1 of getting more light, I couldn't have asked for anything better. The crazy thing is, we paid $30 for this door. A great savings for a solid wood door with glass. That's phase 2.
Good morning. So we have a lot going on here today in our house. Matthew and I are going to be multitasking today, and that's exactly what we're doing currently. So we are going to be doing a couple of things today. One, we're going to be working on our cellar project, which will take a few days. We're not going to get it all done today. It's quite a big project, so we're going to be working on that. So we already went to the store today to get some tools that we needed and just some supplies. We got a big shelf. We're trying to make it really organized and more functional space down there. And then I also got some plants that I want to plant in some planters that will be in our front. You may hear in the background, I have the dishwasher going. I have laundry going. I'm currently making breakfast. Matthew's mowing the yard. So, I mean, we are on it this morning. We're getting a lot done. So now I'm just making breakfast while he is out there mowing, and then we're going to jump into the cellar project. I don't think we've talked to you about something that we do in our house. So for our dogs, I know that I've told you about Cling Cling, which is when I make my morning coffee, and that's an everyday thing for the dogs. But on the weekends, we try to make it special for them as well. So we also do secondsies, we call it. So that's basically like when we make our breakfast. Normally during the week, we don't really make breakfast. We just have coffee and like just something quick if we do have breakfast. But on the weekends, we usually like to make a good breakfast, whether that's like a quick on-the-go breakfast like today where it's breakfast sandwiches, or if we're sitting down and having more of like a bigger brunch type breakfast. So we like to make the weekends special for our pups as well, and they get secondsies, which is essentially just brunch for dogs. So I'm getting an egg scrambled up for them. We usually put some cheese on it. Unfortunately, Oscar can't have either of those things, cheese or egg. He has allergies, like we've talked about before. So we have some sausage that all the dogs will get. Oscar can have that, so he'll get some breakfast sausage as well. So that's what I'm working on right now, just getting secondsies going for the dogs and breakfast going for us. Here is the pups' food. We'll divide this up and the pups will get to enjoy their secondsies too. So I'm getting their food all mixed up and Kara's very excited about it. She's excited. They really, truly love secondsies. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Good. Oscar. Oscar. Sit. Sit. Poor little buddy, he can't even hear me, so he doesn't always listen. That's okay. And that's secondsies. It is a gorgeous day out. I don't know how long this sweatshirt's gonna last. All right, so the plan is I have 3 planters that I brought from Wilmington with me. In the spring, obviously they had plants in them still. Now it's time to repot. So I have one of the pots has rosemary in it, which comes back every year. So I'm not really going to do anything to that besides just clean out some weeds and things that have grown in it over the fall and winter. And then I have bought some hydrangeas to plant in the other 2. So I've never potted hydrangeas before, but with the cooler temperatures in the mountains, I think it'll work out. So fingers crossed, we'll see. All right, hydrangeas are planted. I just need to give them a good watering. And then here is the rosemary. You can see it's coming back from last year. Nice cozy little front porch. It's a little overwhelming right now. There's a lot of stuff in here. So it's always the hardest to start. I know I get like that where it's like just starting is so hard because it feels like so much. But it's like once you start, it just keeps going, right? Starting's the hardest part. I say that all the time. Hello, Oscar. You're not supposed to be in here. Come here. Oh, I gotcha. Mwah. They're offended. They can't help today.
My focus is here and here. This right here, because I think we can get a shelf right here that won't have to move. Ready? Right.
So this is in the back part of our cellar. And again, part of it is dirt. Most of our cellar space is dirt. So we're just creating a little platform out of some of the scrap materials from our fence build so that we can stack up some of the extra bags of concrete so that they stay up off the ground, because this is not, weather tight and we don't want those bags of concrete to get wet and ruined. How heavy are those?
This one's lighter.
Yeah. Oscar, a little sneaky getting in. So we've done 4 wheelbarrows full of dirt to backfill the retaining wall in the front. I mean, and it's already more spacious down here just after the little bit that we've done today. But we're gonna pause on digging out this hill underneath the house and take some stuff to a dumpster. So our other houses, we have some projects going on up there that we'll show you guys soon, and there's some dumpsters at the houses, so we want to go ahead and, you know, while we have this stuff and while the dumpsters are right there, we're just going to go ahead and run it up there and throw it away. All right, so now we're just doing a little bit of organizing so that we don't have to keep moving things around every time we want to work down here. So the shelf that was to the right side of where we were digging, we're going to move into its new kind of temporary permanent place.
Long-term temporary.
Yeah, long-term temporary place by the window so that we can dig out behind it. So much room! One day of work, not even, just a few hours, and it's looking so much better. So our goal next time will be to cut into the bank here, and we're going to build a block wall from this wall behind those posts all the way down to this post right here, and then kind of around and back that way.
And then,
Just to regain some of the cellar space, and then we can put shelving in front of it. Lots of plans for this space. We still have a lot to go, but we're really excited. And like we talked about earlier, I mean, just starting is the hardest part, especially for something like this where there was so much stuff down here. It's overwhelming. But if you just start, I mean, I feel like we got a lot accomplished today in a little bit of time. So I'm excited about the progress, and I'm even like more motivated now to keep going.
Skylar said something to me when we first kind of started these projects, and it's a phrase that has really stuck with me because it's something that I struggle with, and that's analysis paralysis. You can plan everything to be perfect, and no matter what, the plans are going to get compromised or modified. So instead of planning out every little T, sometimes it's better just to get going.
Yeah, and this is definitely one of those where,
for sure.
And for me, it's not so much like analyzing what we were going to do. It was just like procrastination because like it's just overwhelming. So just start. It's the hardest part. Just get started and you'll get it done eventually. So I'm motivated now.
Yep. Or you'll end up with a 6-pack. Works for the gym too.
All right. We'll see you next time.